games collection. I know I'm not trying to rush these. I just want to try to get some more videos out there. I have quite a big collection here. This is about 20 or so games. Um, I've got a few of these are very popular, and I've even got one that I think is quite rare. I've checked all over the internet for this one, and I've checked GameStop, and I cannot find it. Kind of found out it was actually I looked it up, and it was removed from the market about a week after it was released. I will review that one first if I can find it. Cat in the Hat. I've searched through like 20 different GameStops, and I can't find it anywhere. They said it doesn't exist. They said they removed it from stores. I think if I remember it correctly, it was because of a copyright reason with the movie. It was like an exact replica of the movie. It was so much that it was stupid. This is like the worst game ever. This is like basically a platform. You jump up, collect little bubbles. You blow bubbles at certain creatures to make them do certain stuff, and this is basically like Crash Bandicoot for younger kids. Um, yeah, it's the worst game ever. I might consider selling some of these. Most I don't play my Game Boy games as much. If I do sell some, just you guys tell me which one you guys are interested in. I'll tell you which one I'm selling and which ones I'm not. I will be selling this one though. Namco Museum. This is I've had this for a very long time. It has done me well. Let's crack this game. It has done me well. I love Pole Position and Dig Dug, and I'm a very big fan of Galaga. Um, I made it like around 50 or 60 on Galaga, and same thing with Dig Dug. I've made it to level 100. I think that's the max level. But I pretty much beaten every game on here. I do not like the other ones. I'm not a big fan of Pac-Man. Just doesn't appeal to me very much. But other than that, it's a pretty good game. This was originally for my dad, and then he lost it, and I found it not too long ago. But yeah, it's pretty good. I will be selling this one. Zelda Four Swords. Um, this is actually Zelda Link to the Past and Four Swords. This is two games in one, I think. I've only played Link to the Past, and it's actually pretty good. This is my first Zelda game. Um, I found this one day. I was walking down the street, and I actually found this, and I'm like, oh, sweet, sweet, another game. I'd never heard of Zelda until then, and kind of found out after a while. I'm like, oh, wow, it's this big, huge game series. Oh, well. But yeah, it's pretty good. It does get tough at times. Like, when you're in the dungeons, it can get pretty tough. Um, the weapons, they're okay. And the maps in this game actually are pretty good, and you can take your time to explore them. This one's a Game Boy video. I used to be a very big fan of Kids Next Door. This is Kids Next Door Volume 1. I still watch them whenever I can. They come on every Christmas and every 4th of July, and I watch them whenever they come on. Um, yeah, it's pretty good. It includes 4 episodes. They're about 5 or 6 minutes long each, but they're pretty good. I mean, I left this on my Game Boy for about a month, and I would watch it every day. It gets boring after a while. I will not be selling that, unless because that one's actually a little bit harder than you might think to find. And plus, I still got the box for it. Bionicle Matoran Adventures. Uh, I actually traded a Bionicle mask for this. It was just a piece of crap that I bought from a store. I got it for like 50 cents, and I traded it for a $30 game. Lucky me. It's okay. Basically all you do is throw discs the whole time. It's okay. I mean, I haven't even made it past the second level. It's that tough. I used to be a very big fan of this character. He is orange. He looks like a fox. Can you guess what he is? Crash Bandicoot. This is Crash Bandicoot: A Huge Adventure. I used to have Nitro Kart and pretty much all the other ones for the Game Boy. Nitro Kart is actually my favorite, but most because it was a racer and it actually had pretty decent graphics. I haven't beat this one yet. This is a pretty good platformer game. There's not too much puzzle involved. It's still pretty good. And this one, basically, they're like trying to fire like a shrink ray or something like that. I don't really remember the story because I haven't. I might play this a little later. If I do, I might come back with a second review. Mario versus Donkey Kong. I used to be a Mario fan, and then I got out of it as soon as Super Mario Galaxy came out because that has to be the dumbest game I've ever played. I played the demo at GameStop, and I'm like, this is crap. This is garbage. Everyone loved it. No, I like Mario Kart on the Wii. That's fun. This is like basically Donkey Kong's sitting at home over there in the middle of the jungle or somewhere, looking at a TV, and he sees a Mario Kart set. He goes, "Do you want a Mario toy? Do you want a mini Mario toy?" And he goes, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, ooh, ooh, ooh," whatever. And he goes to the factory and he tries to steal them all and breaks in, and he just basically steals them all, and Mario has to chase him down, and basically you find them during the levels and all that. I think there's another game based off this, or something. Mini Mario. I mean, Mario Minis or something like that. I don't really care. I'm not too big a fan of Mario anymore. This is kind of crappy looking. This is a Mario game, believe it or not. I've had this for a very, very long time. I've had this since day one. Um, this is one of the Mario games, like Mario World or something like that. I can't remember exactly which one it is. I don't know. Is that's the only Mario game on the Game Boy that I actually like? This was my favorite game for about a year or so. I'd take this everywhere, and it's got such a fun battle system. You can get it. There's some website on here. Search it, and you can get it for free, and you can play it. Uh, let's see if we can get that. Bionicle Maze of Shadows. Um, it's so fun. The maps are huge. It'll take you. It took me 20 or 30 hours to get halfway through the game. I was fighting everything, leveling up. Make sure you don't do what I did and level just one character up, all the way up. I mean, because when he gets knocked out, I mean, you're stuck with all the crappy people and you got to run. Make sure you keep your characters leveled up evenly. Basically, one of the characters gets poisoned and you're locked in a maze of shadows with them, and once she comes to, you have to try to get out of there. It's actually really good. Surprisingly good graphics for this. I would recommend this to everybody. I mean, if you can find a copy, you can get a copy for probably $3 or $4. A few months ago, I thought I'd lost it. I'm like, oh no. Found it, popped it in. It is a little loose in there. This thing is just barely hanging on because I've played it so much. Other than that, it's pretty good. I'm just grabbing random ones. Need for Speed Underground. Let me set these down right here. I got them in a double pack. Underground 1 and 2. I prefer Underground 1 because the races are way better. And, well, let's face it, you can unlock the Nissan Skyline in 3 or 4 races. Just beat all the drag races and it's yours. This is surprisingly good. So is the second one right here. Um, I would not recommend it, though, if you don't want to put a lot of time into racing, because the first one you can beat in just a few hours. Like all the races, everything unlocked all the way through, and you can finish with about $500 million. In the second one, it's a bit tougher. There are about a good 100 to 200 races, I think, and there's mini games in it, so you'll be busy for quite a while. They're really good. The drifting in the second one is so much better than the first one, but the drag racing in the first one is way better. It's easier to shift gears. Um, But yeah, I mean they pretty much have the same cars. It's just that one has better graphics and one has better racing. But yeah, I would recommend it. I mean, you can get these right now for word to the wise. Do not buy Underground 2 for the DS. It is the worst purchase you ever make. I told about that in my DS video, which should be somewhere over there in the sidebar. I'm sorry, use the webcam somewhere about right there in the sidebar. Um, but yeah, it's pretty good, and I think I just pointed it right wrong direction. um, Yeah, I would recommend it though, but do not ask the person if you can like get like a double deal on this or something, like I did. I mean, I got a double pack, and it was the same price. It was two for the price of one. It was $20. I would not recommend you paying $5 or $6 for these now. I mean, you just get one. They've been out for quite a while. They've been out for. I hate how they never put the dates on these things. Anyway, they've been out for quite a while, and they're really good racers, though. Almost done here. Um, I left a tag on this one for proof. So I'll be doing videos in a few years. Metroid Fusion. This is my favorite Game Boy uh, shooter ever. This is the only shooter I own on the Game Boy, pretty much. Um, it's um, it's really really long. I mean, if you want to go through and collect everything, you will. I actually bought this game with a profile already on it. For this guy spent 10 hours and he found every single item. Like 10 hours, 15 minutes, 31 seconds, I think, and found everything. You can actually beat this. I ran through this game in 2.5 hours. That's what I was stopping for anything. I just ran straight through it. The final boss, it took a buttload of time and patience. Basically, when you reset, I think it just stops the timer where it is or whatever like that. And I just reset, and I actually bought this pretty recently, about a year ago. And before that, I had it, and then I lost it 3 years before I actually bought it again. But yeah, this is actually a very good game. You can get it for it says $9.99 on it, but you can get it for about 4 or 5 now. I mean, the game store I went to, the guy's like, we don't have one, we don't have one. I'm like, check in the back, please. I really need one. He's like, okay. And this is a perfect game if you're going on a long trip, because I mean, you can just sit there all day. Yay! Found another missile power up. Yay! This is basically this has SAX in it, which is basically Dark Samus, and it's sort of like that. But I would not recommend this for younger kids because this game actually is pretty tough at times. Some of the bosses are ridiculous. Um, the Sims busting out. One of the only Sims game I have for Game Boy. I originally played one where you could choose your own missions, and when you did them, and different chapters of the game, you could do like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was pretty fun. I still have not beat this entire game through. I mean, I just have fun just running around buying random crap and doing the copy glitch on here where you spawn different items. Or if you spawn a $1,000 TV, you can spawn it and go and get $500 for it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Corvette, had it for a long time. I beat it in just a few days. I mean, this game gets a little tough at times, and the tracks are so bland, man. I mean, seriously, you go around, it's like freaking NASCAR going around the corner, and you're just endless turns. That's all this is. And when someone gets ahead of you, it takes you hours to catch up. Codename Kids Next Door, Operation Soda, very good game. You can beat it. You can beat this in about an hour and a half, I think. But there are cheat codes that let you go back, and plus you can upgrade your weapons and like that, which is awesome. The label's torn off this. This was my first game I actually bought myself for my Game Boy. I actually bought this myself with my own money. It was $20. Metroid Zero Mission. I actually prefer this just slightly over Fusion, mostly because this game is way longer. I mean, it will take you probably 5 or 6 hours to beat this game. Um, and it's really good. The graphics on this are amazing. Same thing with Fusion. If you actually plug it into your GameCube, there's a little slot on the back, and you just plug it in. It looks like you're playing a game from today. I mean, it's really good. So I would recommend it. And I will do a last little. Try to get them all together here. Got a handful. Do the last little bit. So I got 30 seconds left. Here they all are. My whole collection right here. You gotta send. I'll tell you which ones I'm selling at a later date though. And also, sorry I don't have my original Game Boy. All right, I'll see you guys later.